Hello and welcome to a Times special presentation for Thirukkural with the Times, where we explore real-world lessons from the classic Tamil text Thirukkural with motivational speaker, author and diversity champion Bharathi Baskar as she explores the masterpiece. Stampedes, a cricket victory parade dictated by flight schedules, a cinema star's appearance to a movie premiere unreported to police, a political rally where the frenzy of fandom meets negligence in planning. India has had more than its share of stampedes. Despite discussions on what could have been done, the cycle repeats. To know what Thiruvalluvar spoke about disasters 2 millennia ago.
The word stampede traces back to the Mexican Spanish estampida, which means an uproar. Yet, what it leaves behind is never just noise, it is silence. A silence heavier than stone, carried by those who have lost their kin in the crush of humanity. History has recorded such silences too often. In AD 80, Josephus wrote of Passover pilgrims in Jerusalem. A soldier's taunt, a moment's panic, and thousands were trampled into death. Since then, the list has grown. Mecca Tunnel, Mina, Baghdad Bridge, Kumbh Mela, New Delhi Railway Station, Bangalore's RCB Rally, Pushpa 2's premiere, and now Karur. Karur, where more than 40 lives were snuffed out, some of them children. What began as a gathering of hope became a corridor of despair. The patterns are cruelly familiar. Crowds underestimated or dismissed, barricades brittle, paths packed, the first respondents unable to reach the fallen. One small spark, an electrical failure, people climbing on a nearby tree, a sudden fall, and lives are lost in waves. Unanswered questions linger like smoke. Why was a narrow venue chosen for a rally that all locals knew could not hold such a crowd? Why did the leader arrive late, allowing tempers and desperation to swell? Were miscreants planted to unleash chaos? None of these questions find easy answers, but each whispers of a carelessness that borders on disrespect for life itself. German physicist Dirk Helbing once coined the term crowd quake. It happens when there are more than 6 bodies pressing into every square meter. Then even the slightest motion unleashes a shock wave. At that moment, people are no longer people. They are pushed, pulled, and crushed like twigs in a flood. To survive, experts advise move with the crowd and not against. Have your arms around your chest to avoid breaking of your rib cage by pressure. Avoid moving towards walls. Do not scream as you have to conserve oxygen. Stay upright as much as possible. Practical words, practical advices. But what of the children of Karur? Could they shield their tiny chests? Could they flow with the sea of bodies? No instruction manual can answer their shrill cries, now frozen in our memories. And so the cycle repeats. A cricket victory parade dictated by flight schedules, a cinema star's appearance to a movie premiere unreported to the police, a political rally where the frenzy of fandom meets the negligence of planning. Each time, organizers and authorities play their parts in the tragedy. Each time, grief is neatly folded into blame, inquiries, and eventual forgetting. But the families, those who watch their children disappear in the chaos, will never forget. Their silence will remain an open wound. In corporates, there is a practice called the pre-mortem analysis. Before any launch, be it product, marketing, or event, a group brainstorms on all that could go wrong. List down what would be the worst that can happen. and then the mitigation is planned. What if our leaders, our event organizers, our police practice this? What if duty meant not afterthoughts but foresight? Thiruvalluvar, with timeless clarity, had already given us the warning in the chapter Pochavamal, which means do not neglect your duties. Munnurak Kaavaadhu Izhukkiyaan Thanpizhai Pinnooru Irangi Vidum. He who fails to guard against calamities beforehand will repent too late when disaster strikes. The verse is not just a counsel, it's a mirror. Every stampede reflects our failure to heed it. Karur is not merely an accident, it is an indictment of negligence, of blindness to the obvious. The cries beneath the crowd may be hushed, but they will not vanish. They ask us relentlessly, will we continue to learn nothing? Or will we at least listen to the wisdom that has echoed for centuries?